fans, this is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Team Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, Zhilei Zhang, and a partridge in a pear tree. And let me talk on the next topic. I received a source of a video by Michael, you know who you are, shouts out to you, which has some amazing sources along with Bobby Collins and other people, other friends of the channel that make the channel what it is, okay? And this video was from, let's see, the channel is Pac-Man ATL _ Tay, okay? Which, if you guys don't know who that is Tay Jones. I know Tay Jones. We spoke on many occasions. He is a friend of Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And the video itself is labeled, once again, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua pushes Zhilei Zhang on Deontay Wilder to take out his trash. And shout out to Tay Jones. That is some nice editing there. You got AJ in a polo. Yeah, the color don't match, but then you got Wilder, of course. Then you got Zhilei Zhang in the trash, coming out the trash, looking like Oscar, right? And you got a Luis Ortiz. Looks like he's doing some freaky stuff on the floor. But, of course, that was after he got belted in the rematch with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder snuck him and called him and got him out of there. You know, he didn't beat the count. You know, he wasn't not completely out, okay? But he did beat the count, okay? Bars. And I haven't seen the video yet. I will probably watch it. Jesus, it's 24 minutes long. Nah. But just on the title alone, and a lot of people are guilty, and as well as I'm going to be guilty today, that Wilder taking out AJ's trash once again. For one, if you think Zhilei Zhang is trash, better yet, AJ's trash, you're sadly mistaken. That means Joe Joyce ain't worth the shit. That means Philip Hrgovic ain't worth the shit, which I defended Deontay Wilder and claims that Hrgovic, being 19 years of age when he sparred Deontay Wilder, supposed to wipe the floor with Deontay Wilder. You know, I've seen many videos, anti-Wilder videos, that people were saying, oh man, Wilder got knocked out by a 19-year-old, and it was Philip Hrgovic. And I had to make a video defending Wilder, telling him, no, that ain't what it was. Wilder was a grown-ass man. This guy was just, he was still a teenager, late adulthood, just learning what life's about, new fighter, new kid on the block. And he was an amateur at the time, and he was fighting, and he was sparring Deontay Wilder. Okay? And Deontay, if you could hear him take the shots from Hrgovic, yeah, he took them well, and he was telling Philip Hrgovic, come on, give me more, give me more, give me more. That doesn't sound like somebody that got knocked the hell out. Okay? However, based on this video, he's saying, oh, well, Zhang's trash. That means he's trash and Joe Joyce is trash. And I know what this is. This is an anti-Anthony Joshua video. Of course. I mean, those guys don't care about Anthony Joshua, but why should they? Especially after Wilder took an L. But then again, speaking of the L, who just beat Wilder? Someone Anthony Joshua already beat. So it's fair to say, people, if this is the narrative that's spitting out now, this spitballing narrative, right, that Wilder is taking out AJ's trash, that meant he failed to do so December 23rd because Anthony Joshua fought and beat Joseph Parker. In fact, he was the first one to beat Joseph Parker when he was the WBO champion. And we all know that Deontay Wilder has said, I'm going to make Joseph Parker pay because he did not want to stay. Bars. He did not want to fight with me. Therefore, he ran Therefore, I'm going to punish him for running for all these years. And what happened? He got his ass whooped. That's what happened. Plain and simple. So is he trash too? You know, these type of things, when people make these type of references to Zhilei Zhang being trash or whatever, maybe Tay was talking about the fact that Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Zhilei Zhang last year, because if you guys can remember, okay, I have a good memory when it comes to the sport of boxing from time to time, most of the time. Zhilei Zhang was one of the contestants to fight Anthony Joshua. And the first thing people were saying was, he's a cherry pick. He's a cherry pick. Oh, man, why pick Zhang? Why Zhang? He's slow and old. He's only a 6-round fighter. He's this, he's that. He ain't on the level. Man, AJ's stock is dropping because that ass whooping he took from, or ass whoopings that he took from Alexander Usyk. He ain't the same fighting Zhang. Bars. But what did he do? What did Zhang do? Zhang became the new boogeyman because the guy that whooped Wilder just recently whooped him. Got knocked out, beat up, and stopped by Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce took the challenge, stepped up to the plate, fought Zhilei Zhang, and got stopped in round 6. Then fought him later because he reactivated his rematch clause, and guess what? He got knocked out in round 3. Guess what? Now Zhang is the baddest man on the planet. How did that work? Now all of a sudden Zhang's the baddest man on the planet. Obviously, Tay ain't falling for the shit because he's saying that, you know, Wilder's taking out Zhang's trash. Well, how is that? You know, listen. Zhang is the WBO interim. He beat the WBO interim, Joe Joyce, the number 1 at WBO. And meanwhile, Wilder last year sat around, didn't do dick, pondered on certain fights, and none of them happened. He should have fought fat ass Andy. He should have fought Andy then. But I think pride from both sides prohibited that fight. However, somebody got to bend. And somebody got to take the high road. Like, look, man, here, let me give you this. Let me bless your family because I'm going to knock you out. But see, what ended up happening was what? Well, since Joseph Parker, that also beat Andy Ruiz, beat Wilder, now everybody's questioning Wilder. Everybody's questioning, well, damn, dude, could you really beat Andy Ruiz in the first place? See, now people are questioning Deontay altogether. Now, Deontay himself in closing has stated that he needs to get his killer instinct back, that he's fell out of love in the sport of boxing. So, based on what Wilder said versus what Tay's saying about Wilder taking out the trash of AJ again, that means that he needs to pay attention to his friend. Because his friend is telling him, or telling the world rather, hey, I need to get this back. I need to get that back. I don't know if I have the love for this. I don't know if I have the love for that. I don't know. And he's basing that off his performance. If he would have knocked him out, he never would have been saying that. So you know what time it is. Okay? So saying that, oh, AJ is taking out, Wilder is taking out AJ's trash, and you're calling fighters trash, but you can't seem to beat these fighters. And the number one question is, who was the first person? He said, once again, taking out AJ's trash. Who the fuck was the first person? Dominique Breazeale? Dominique Breazeale was Deontay's mandatory. Who else was it? Who else did Wilder fight that AJ fought? I mean, what's his name? Is it Medina? No, Molina? Was it Eric Molina? Okay, so look, it's only Eric Molina. Eric Molina, Joseph Parker, and who else? Who's the other guy? Robert Elenius, right? Who else was it? It was somebody else. And Dominique Breazeale. Those are the only 4 people that both guys have fought. No, it's somebody else. I forget his name. So that's 5 people. But understand, Dominique Breazeale, Robert Helenius, Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker is the only person that was a champion at that point. None of those other guys were at all. Okay? So you have to keep in mind on the people that he's supposed to be taking the trash out. How can you take out any trash for anybody when you ain't had a fight in damn near 2 years? And then when you had one, You got beat up. Now you're starting to question yourself. Now you got your team, which they supposed to do. They supposed to stick up for you. But listen, people, you need to open your ears and understand what's going on. AJ's not expecting Wilder to take out shit. You know, Wilder needs to worry about Wilder's career. Wilder needs to get his stripes back because it seems like one night he's lost it all. Okay, so based on this is what I see. Eddie Hearn pushes Zhilei Zhang on Deontay Wilder. Look. Let me clear that up for a minute. Eddie Hearn ain't pushing Zhang on shit. Zhang has his own team. And come to think of it, Zhang is signed by Frank Warren, not Eddie Hearn. People need to understand what they're talking about when they get on here making videos. I mean, because obviously, how does Eddie predict what Zhang does if Zhang is promoted by Frank Warren? Counterpunch. Like, what is this? I don't understand what this hatred is for AJ. AJ won his fight, which he didn't supposed to win. Everybody and their mom, including Deontay, was worried about AJ winning, and he wanted to got his ass whooped. Jarrell Miller, too. So let's call it what it is, people. This is getting ridiculous. Wilder either needs to fight Zhang or step the hell down. But I think he should fight Zhang because that is the way that he can get his stripes back and get where he needs to be so he can talk some more shit to possibly get a Joshua fight once and for all. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this Counterpunch concerning Team Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!